the books, can't escape from the team. Cold the morning steam, it's time to break, run for cover. Bet's gonna cover, bet's gonna cash. Then we make the 100-yard dash to the window. I don't know what you thought. It's Ramon Scott, running so hot. Sports make money and we make money with sports money every single day. NFL, NHL, NCAA. Stay away from the juice, we might play a parlay. It's the morning steam. What? Ramon Scott, sports money. What? Wake your ass up and let's get to the money. Get to the money. You know how we do it.
Final.
All right, everyone, good morning and a pleasant good morning to you coming from the sports betting capital of the world, Las Vegas. This is Ramon Scott, and welcome to the Morning Steam Show here for Saturday, October 25th. We're going to be with you just for a short time here this morning as we get ready for our live companion stream coverage of UFC 321 from Abu Dhabi. The guys won't be in Abu Dhabi, but they'll be here to guide you through that UFC card that begins here in short order, really at the top of the hour, maybe a few minutes in with that first fight. The guys will be here. I'll be joining the guys at about noon Eastern and 9 Pacific for the coverage as well. I'm going to miss the first few cards with some college football commitments here today, but we're going to lead you right up to that coverage right now, and I'm going to cover here on the show Major League Baseball, NBA basketball, and NHL hockey. Get you set for the day, and then the guys will bring it in, and we'll be there all day anyways for the college football live coverage. Once I get in there, it'll be time to kick off, and we'll be a couple fights in as well on that UFC card, all culminating with the championship tonight, heavyweight championship between Cyril Gane and Tom Aspinall. Don't overlook the champ Aspinall here as he takes on Gane in Abu Dhabi in a big fight card. Hey, you can get my picks right now for today's card by going over to winnable.com. Also, you can get picks from the guys as well when you subscribe to our picks over at winnable.com. I'm at winnable.com/Ramon. You can get my picks for today's fights.
Final.
Over there, I have my full card picks and previews for the action here from Abu Dhabi. And again, that coverage here on the Sports Money Network begins in short order here at the top of the hour. That first fight, I believe, kicks off at about 10:15 Eastern, 7:15 a.m. Pacific. So the guys will get you ready and be there with the coverage today. It's going to go a long time, so settle in. Have a great time with us on the Sports Money Network. All right, we're not going to cover too much here except for one thing. We're going to talk about one thing from yesterday. I think we have to talk about one certain thing from yesterday. How about America's team, the Los Angeles Dodgers, and the win over the Toronto, or the America's team, the Toronto Blue Jays, America's team. I'm not kidding. It's not malaprop. Everybody wants the Toronto Blue Jays to beat these Dodgers, don't they? What a performance last night. It was 2-2 there into the sixth inning when the Blue Jays erupted for those 9 runs, and Addison Barger hit that grand slam there to kind of cap off, if you will. They still got more with Alejandro Kirk getting more. It was 11-4. Blue Jays get the win over the Dodgers last night. It'll be Yamamoto and Gosman. We'll preview it here in just moments, but what a game last night, and the Blue Jays have that 1-0 series lead right now over the Dodgers, and has changed a little bit the complexion of the series here. The Dodgers are still a 120 favorite to win the World Series. Hey, this is your opportunity now if you really think the Dodgers can do it. But the Blue Jays dominated the Dodgers last night and got it done tonight. We'll show you the line. We'll preview the game, make a pick or two here in just a moment. But the Dodgers now a $1.20 favorite over the Blue Jays, down 1-0, with the Blue Jays getting that great win yesterday. Hey, it wasn't a terrible game. I know it looked a little one-sided there in the end, but it was a moment, and the pregame was terrific as well. It's just a great night for Blue Jays fans and for baseball fans in general. Pretty spectacular event there with a true international series. Let me say hello to some folks in the chat. We're going to start quickly here and get the show going. Nuke says, good morning to everyone here. Joe W. is here as well. Crip Key's got his plays today in college football with Vanderbilt, Kansas, and Arkansas. Ole Miss here also for Crip Key. There will be no college football coverage on this show. We're just going to get this other stuff in here quickly and then kick off the coverage with the guys. And my football coverage will be today on another channel here on the Nuke the House network. If you want to get a little bit of football preview, you can join me over there. But I encourage you to stay here with the guys throughout and watch the UFC coverage here at the top of the hour. Nuke says, LA who? And he says, heck yeah, we want the Blue Jays. Everybody wants the Blue Jays. Nuke Worker says, smash the like button. Hey, everyone, like this video. Subscribe to our channel, Sports Money, here on YouTube. Fastest growing sports betting channel on YouTube. Please says, let's have a day. It's a long day. I still haven't been to bed, but doesn't matter. We're going to go all the way here on Saturday. Sleep tonight. Hey, there's no late game there after the baseball. I guess there's one late game after the baseball game there, but we can get into the get in early here and get ready for Sunday. That way, I'll be back here tomorrow. Nuke says the books are disrespecting the Jays. Of the books, or is it still the public? Nuke, boy, that people want so bad to for the Blue Jays to win. Nuke, I was watching my high school games out here from Southern California on the video on the live streams last night, and the announcers were talking like the Blue Jays or the Padres. They were like, the Blue Jays are beating the Dodgers. Everybody in the crowd cheered, and the Blue Jays should do it again. The numbers say they do. Let's get into it right away. Let me one more just comment in the chat. We're still going to do the drawing here. I think at the end of the show, we're going to go as close as we can before the guys get ready here. I know that the video said they wanted to start at the same time here, so if you guys are out there, you guys can just kick me off the air at any time, and that's fine. And well, I'll join you guys here in a short time talking about Mikey and Jeff today here with our coverage. Okay, let's get ready. Let's go right into it here with the coverage today. We're going to cover baseball, we're going to cover NBA, and we're going to cover NHL. And then I'll have my football coverage over on the Nuke the House channel at 11:30 Eastern and 8:30 Pacific time, leading right up to the big noon kickoff. And that's when I'll return here to the Sports Money Network to join the guys with the coverage. Let's go to the World Series right now with the Dodgers taking on the Blue Jays. And hey, I don't know if we need much of a preview. Saw everything maybe we need to know, at least in game one, but how will it go today now when you have Yamamoto taking on Gausman here in this one? Look, it doesn't necessarily seem like a tremendous drop-off for the Dodgers in the pitching department. But you know what did happen? It almost feels like the Dodgers are in mid-season form in the bullpen, the way it went down last night. It's not good. And when they had to bring Anthony Banda in there instead of my man Alex Vesia, who is unfortunately not able to be with the team, he would have been the left-hander in that spot. Not that Barger wouldn't have hit one off of him, but that's the left-hander they had to go to because my man Alex Vesia and his wife, if you saw the pictures from the National League Championship, she was, no other way to say it, she was pregnant. And just pray for that family here. I've seen the Alex Vesia when he was a high school pitcher, so I really like this kid. But man, the family's really going through some things right now, and unfortunately, he can't pitch in the World Series. And that was right about when the bullpen kind of blew up Dodger style last night with Banda serving up the home run there, the grand slam, and the Dodgers were basically already out of pitching, it felt like there. So Dodgers were having a hot streak in the playoffs, but the Blue Jays cool them definitely here. And will it continue today with Yamamoto here on the mound for the Dodgers going up against Gausman here? Certainly plenty of experience for Gausman coming into this one as well. For Yamamoto, 2.42 ERA, 0.97 whip, 182 batting average against, and a 240 BABIP. For Gausman, he is 12-12 with a 3.46 ERA, 1.06 whip, 212 batting average against. If you look at the head-to-head matchups for today's game, they might actually point to some potential here for the Dodgers. If you look at the head-to-heads today, not that it wasn't that way yesterday, because Yesevich had not faced really any of the Dodgers, but you do have a few Dodgers here with some success off of Gausman, including Max Muncy, 6 for 18 with 3 home runs. Mookie Betts, 15 for 49 with 3 home runs. Pajes is 2 for 3 off of Gausman. And meanwhile, there are plenty of Dodgers, however, that do not have success against Gausman, but there are those. But Kike, 1 for 13. Freeman, 1 for 9. Teoscar, 3 for 16. And Tommy Edman, 2 for 13. And Shohei Ohtani, just 2 for 12 off of Gausman with 1 home run. Now, there's not a lot of experience for Toronto up against Yamamoto. In fact, you got just a couple of guys who've actually seen anything off of him, really, as far as the matchup is concerned. So for me here with the Dodgers now down to $1.40 here in this one against Toronto, actually a bigger price than they have in the series here. Wow. Still kind of unprecedented as far as this price is concerned. So, look, I mean, even with my man Nuke in here and those Blue Jays fans, and man, they are awesome here. I've got to go with the Dodgers at this price at $1.40, and I'll try them again here today and try to see if they'll even up this series. But no doubt, Blue Jays, incredible performance last night, and maybe the price is still in their favor here. Like I said yesterday, even with the loss for me, we did have the over here as our pick on the morning steam. Make it clear that we did have that winner yesterday with the over. That was our pick on the show. Nuke says Jays all day long plus $1.20. I'll have to go against Nuke here, just lay this price. But man, I'm totally impressed with the Blue Jays here and what they got done, and that was tremendous. And a lot of momentum, too. It almost feels like, yes, the price is close to a pick-em because now that's where we stand in this series. So, man, enjoy it. We'll see you tonight here. We'll be off the air before the World Series comes around. We'll talk about it tomorrow here on the show, and should be awesome for sure. Okay, we're going to keep it rolling right now. We got to go right into the action here with the NBA next, with the Bulls taking on the Magic here in this one. You got the Magic favored by 6 tonight, and the total here is 232. The Magic come in 1-1, but 0-2 against the spread. The Bulls come in with that win to open the season, 115-111. They're 1-0 and playing their second game here of the season for the Bulls in here. They come in just 2-6 against the spread in their last 8 games against Orlando here, but Orlando's still laying a little bit of a number for sure, -6 in this one. So we'll see how much strides that the Bulls have made here this season to try to keep up with a team like Orlando in this one here tonight. And you guys can still comment in the chat. We're going to go a little bit quickly here with all of the games we have to cover, especially the 13-game NHL card that we're going to get to here momentarily. That's another focus here today on the show. So we're going to cover these sports here, if you will. All right. Well, for me, I'm going to take the Orlando Magic and lay these points here, -6 against Chicago here tonight. Next up, the Thunder are taking on the Hawks. And the Thunder favorite on the road here. Man, it's been a tough stretch, but they're still 2-0, but 0-2 against the spread so far for the Thunder. Now, they are terrific. They've been awesome. I mean, winning 2 games in double overtime here right now. The first team to ever have to play double overtime in their first 2 games. Now, this is the Atlanta Hawks. They're not exactly world beaters, but they are 1-1. And 1-1 against the spread. I just say it in that fashion because, come on, you could be the best team in the league. You could be the champs, but you've already had to play double overtime, then double overtime, and you're on the road, and now you're going down to Atlanta. Hey, Atlanta, they're going to be hard pressed to try to have a good season here, make the playoffs right now. But still, Atlanta's got a decent enough team. It feels like to me they should be able to stay in this game for this game. Dare I say it, go double overtime or overtime here? I have to take Atlanta, just given what we've seen so far with Oklahoma State. They're terrific. If they go on and drub these guys, that'll be great too. I mean, they are awesome, but look, you just got to play the law of averages, at least here, especially in the NBA. I would think Atlanta should be able to at least force overtime or keep this number close enough. Oklahoma City, remember, now don't want to equate it too much to what was going on last year because those were playoff games. But remember, they were not covering anything in the playoffs. In fact, in their last 11 games on the road, dating back to all those playoffs, remember, they weren't covering those playoff games at all. They were winning. Yeah, there were losses in there a little bit, but they weren't covering anything. It's not a matter of they're not a good team. They're overvalued a lot of times, and that kind of just sets this one up perfectly for Atlanta. I think they'll get the money here for sure tonight against the Thunder. Thunder might still win the game. 13 of the last 16 games between these two teams have gone over, including 5 of the last 7 games here in Oklahoma City. Oklahoma City's 4-2 in their last 6 against Atlanta. And like I said, Oklahoma City 4-2 against the spread also in those 6 games. But I got to take Atlanta here in this one. All right, D-Money, good morning. M the Great, hello. Bobby Mack, hello. And Chosen One likes the Thunder here. Hey, I have no problem. Anyone wants to keep rolling with the Thunder. I think I'm trying to be a handicapper here, and I'm just going to handicap the fact that probably be another overtime game. I'm going to take Atlanta in this one. It's a 5-game. Oh, one more there. Let me get it in there. Irish King says OKC to come out strong despite all that. So I get it. Hey, Crip Keys on the Bulls in that other game. Next up, you got the Hornets taking on the Sixers here on the road. Hornets an underdog to Philadelphia right now. Man, Philadelphia looked good. In fact, I think the Phillies actually, I think this line has actually gone up here. Call it. I'll call it 4.5. I'm seeing a 4 at Circa. I'm seeing a 5 at offshore here. So I'm going to call it 4.5 here. The total 236 in this one. Hornets come in with that overwhelming victory in the opener, 136 to 117 in their season opener there in that one. And for the Sixers, look, so far, so good for the Sixers. They won that game, 117-116 against Boston, remember, in that, I'm sorry, let me get my notes here. Whoop. Pardon me, guys, just a real quick here. Seem to have lost my place a little bit. There we go. Okay, get back to the action here with Philadelphia. Yeah, it was 117-116 road win at Boston. I got it right with Maxey and BJ Edgecombe. Waiting for this game today with BJ Edgecombe to come out and see what he can do in this game, see if he can keep it up. Man, he looked terrific with that 34 points and 7 rebounds. Maxey had 40 points in that game as well. So still here laying these points with the Philadelphia at home against a Charlotte team that certainly, can show improvement here. They win against Brooklyn. They did blow them out. Miller, 25 points, 7 assists. LaMelo with 20 points in that game as well. But still here with the Philadelphia at home, I'm gonna take Charlotte actually here in this one, plus 4.5 points. Man, Philly looks pretty good right now, but I'm gonna grab Charlotte here plus these points. I'm gonna think it's a close game here tonight. All right. And Nuke says he wants to focus on college football. Yeah, Nuke, you know what? We're going to be watching college football all day here on the channel. And I do have my coverage on another channel today. We're going to make room for UFC action here, actually, in a short time. So I want you to, watch UFC with the guys, but I'm going to be on another channel with college football at 11:30 Eastern and 8:30 Pacific time. Robert's on the Hornets here as well. Kripke says take the 76ers. All right. We're just short of time today. We're short on bandwidth kind of here today. And all right. And there's some other college. There's another show out there with me talking college football from earlier this morning. Hey, Pacers are taking on the Grizzlies here in this one. And you got the Grizzlies favored here by, make sure I get it right here right now. The Grizzlies are now an underdog here at some books. I'm going to go back to calling this a pick'em here right now. There does seem to be a little bit of a move on the Pacers here, right back at you. And the total here, 237.5 here.
System play.
In this game here tonight. So let's see what's going on with Indiana. They lost that double overtime game, obviously, to Oklahoma City last time out. Man, Ben Mathurin was terrific, of course, 36 points, 11 rebounds. Siakam, 32 points and 12 rebounds for the Grizzlies here. They did fall to Miami. We had Miami in that game there last night, so they are on the back-to-back here, but a little bit of concern. I don't know if it's so much about Memphis here. It might be about Miami. We were on Miami on the morning Steam show yesterday, and quite frankly, I like Miami, moving forward right now. It looks like they might have something going there despite the overall optics of it looking like maybe Miami's not ready. I might be looking at Miami in the early on here during the season. Anyway, in this matchup though between Indiana and Memphis here, I got to take the under here in this one with the Pacers and the Grizzlies here tonight. Even though the Grizzlies have gone over in both of their first two games this season, and the Pacers also went over in their first game this season, but 4 of the last 5 meetings between these two teams have gone under, and I'm going to take the under in this one with Indiana and Memphis. Maybe I overreacted a little bit, and we kind of missed the totals again, trying to go over on the next night. So maybe I'm zigging when I should be zagging. We only brought home a couple of totals there yesterday, over on Milwaukee, Toronto, or let's see. Here on the show, we didn't have any of the totals. Well, we didn't give up a lot of totals either, but we only hit a few. We hit Cleveland and Brooklyn game to go over here yesterday as a winner with a total here on the show. And other than that, we had a few too many overs. I'm on the under here in this one. All right, here we go with some more here from you guys. Thank you so much for joining me here, you guys, in this one. And Joe W. likes over in UMass. You can make your football plays in here for sure. Pacers for M the Great. And Grizzlies got destroyed last night, didn't they? Yeah, Miami. We had them. That game I had perfect there. Talked about it. Mikey Money, I know, also had the over in that game yesterday. Cash Kane is here. Kripke likes the Grizz. Cash Kane says, don't forget, smash it. And lean to the Grizz here, maybe after getting blown out. Maybe they'll have a bounce back. I think you're right, Chosen One, about that. And let's see here. Kripke says Arkansas should rock Auburn. Auburn's been looking pretty weak. Yeah, man, my War Eagle. All right. Last game here in the NBA, we got the Suns taking on the Nuggets. You got the Nuggets here favored by 13 points and the total 234. Yeah, I get it, but Denver doesn't cover a lot of great numbers, sometimes. Now, granted, they were a little bit hot there in the playoffs covering some numbers, but those were playoff type numbers here. Remember last season, Denver was the type of team that was kind of winning but not covering, but still Phoenix was an awful cover down the stretch there pretty much, and maybe they are going to be so again here right now this season. You got to wonder right now what is going on with Phoenix, and is this a situation where they might be a little bit overmatched by some of these teams? But so far they are 1-1 and 1-1 ATS. They went over in both games so far this season. For the Nuggets, they are 0-1. They're also 0-1 ATS. They did go over in that 131 to 137 loss in that opening game. So Phoenix did face the Clippers last night, and they did get blown out by the Clippers in that game. I was kind of thinking that maybe the Clippers were having some problems too, and that they wouldn't be able to cover double digits, but they crushed them in and over there last night. Denver, of course, lost on the road to Golden State, 137 to 131. So see what you guys, if you have something here in this one. We're going to head on over to the hockey in just a moment. But I'll make my pick here in this one between Phoenix and Denver here. With going to go to the total here, I think, in this one. And we're going to look at get my script here. Man, there's a lot going on today. And I will be taking the over in this one at 234. Okay. Said it didn't do any numbers adjusting from last night. So a little bit of a note here out of the NFL. Kirk Cousins is highly likely to start Sunday's game against the Dolphins. Michael Penix has a knee bruise and is now likely to miss that game, and it will be most likely Kirk Cousins getting the start for the Falcons. A few more comments from you, and we're going to roll with the hockey right up to the top of the hour, I hope, with the guys. And when they start up, we'll be ready to get off the air, and then I'll join the guys at noon. Okay, here we go. And let's see, Nuggets here for Chosen One. Nuggets first half. Good morning to Blake. He likes his Vandy Commodores today. How do you not, man? You got to be rooting for these guys for sure, don't you? We're going to and South Carolina to over Alabama, says Cash Kane. Take him on the money line today. All right. Let me go to the hockey here real quick, and then that's going to be it for the show. We're leading up to the top of the hour with UFC from Abu Dhabi. All right, here we go with these games here right now in the NHL with the Islanders taking on the Flyers here in this one. You've got the Flyers favored at $1.25 in this one at home here. Right now, they've actually gone down to maybe even $1.20 or so, the total. I think the total here is, maybe 6.5 under 25, maybe 6 over 25 right now, somewhere in that range. This one begins at 12:30 Eastern, 9:30 Pacific. With the Flyers here at home in this one. And, for me, let's take a look at some of these numbers, but you do have the Islanders, maybe both teams, a little bit of a surprise so far, the way it's going. And Flyers at home, maybe a little bit more solid here right now than what we've anticipated, but you do have Sorokin in there in goal, and it's been pretty strong here so far for Sorokin here. I'm firing up the goalie machine to see if there's been any other confirmations here, but Sorokin comes in here into this one. He is in goal, 2-3 record, 3.89 goals against. For Urson here, he's 0-1 and let's see. I have Vladar. I think it's going to be Vladar actually. One of the sites has Urson right now, but I'm listing Vladar here as the goalie here in this one, in this matchup between the Islanders and the Flyers today. So there's a little bit of a move, as I said. Islanders have actually won 15 of the last 20 meetings between these two. 7 of the last 10 meetings between the two teams have gone under. Right now, Philadelphia looking pretty decent, 3-3-1. They're 5-2 on the puck line so far this season. For the Islanders, they are 4-3, 3-4 on the puck line here, averaging 3.9 goals per game. But I'm going to take the Flyers here in this one at $1.20 or so. Like I said, I do think it will be Vladar in goal. We'll see here with the confirmation. All right. And let's see here. Oh man, Cam Sinet, nice to see you, Cam. Great to see you. How you been? He's ready for some UFC action. Chosen One says Vandy's getting pretty public here, huh? Moneyline for on the Flyers for Cash Cane. Chosen One likes Missouri Tigers today. Kripke says Vandy should smash. Here's an under for Cash Cane in the hockey game here. Islanders, so for Bobby Mack. And Kripke says it's college game day, and we're talking hockey on a Saturday with big card tonight in the NHL, 13 games. And Islanders here for Irish King. Good morning to Lovable. Nice to see you. Lovable, great to have you here. All right. Yeah, don't forget Kripke. I'll be covering my college football here on another channel here in just a little while. So then I'll be joining the guys. All right. Next up, Avalanche taking on Boston here. You got the Avs are up, up to $2 favorite here. Is that right? Total 6 over 15 in this one for the Avalanche here. They come in 5-0-3 right now, looking strong this season. That is a great game against Carolina the other night. Was a terrific game. Bruins here 3-6, 6-3 on the puck line so far are the Bruins in this one. Right now, Avalanche 3-5 to the under. The Bruins are 5-4 to the over so far. Colorado's actually lost 5 of their last 6 trips into Boston here, but man, Boston's in a funk right now, going down fast with this losing streak here that they're on currently. So we'll see if they can get it together here. This one's at 3 p.m. Eastern and noon Pacific time for this one, but I'm going with the under here with Colorado and Boston today. Right, and then let's see here. What do we got here? Cash Cane is on the Avs. Patrick Watt, he gets a shutout. There's Kevin. He's probably watching the tennis already here. A couple of great matches right now. Chase says, what about what's going on? Chase, you know what? This is why we're illegal now in betting. It's easy to find these people. They're just not smart enough to realize that probably can track you down when you start making goofball bets that the books can easily track. They don't understand how casinos and stuff like that work. So I think we'll probably see more of it too, because the guys think they can always outsmart them. We got to keep moving right now. How about the Ducks taking on the Lightning? Luke Dostal here going up against Vasilevsky here in this one. Got Anaheim on the road. About a plus 150 here, Tampa Bay. This one's definitely gone a little bit down. I'm sure DraftKings up near $2 still, so that's right around $1.75 to $2 with the Lightning here at home, favored. Lightning comes in just 1-4-2 so far this season, 2-5 on the puck line. The Ducks are 4-2-1, and they're also 2-5 on the puck line so far this season. Ducks are 4-3 to the over. Lightning are 3-4 to the under. Lightning averaging just 2.6 goals per game. That's kind of been the weak point here so far for the Lightning this season, is scoring goals, and that's why they're not winning at this point. So with this series, occasional series for sure, but it's always been a little bit of a struggle here with Anaheim 1-6 in their last 7 in Tampa Bay. No doubt Tampa having a little bit of issues here right now. For the last 6 meetings between these two teams have gone under, but I'm going over in this one at I have 6.5 listed up there on the screen, and that's pretty much what it is. In fact, man, the over is now favored here. So I guess the books and the sharps are seeing what I was seeing, because I'm going to go over here with the Ducks and the Lightning here tonight at 6.5 over. All right, we can take your guys' comments as well real quick as we get going on. Hello, thank you to AOD. Cash Cane says Lightning money line and a point, and Braden Point for a goal there. Also, And Irish King says it's worse than Donaghy. I don't know if it is. They're really, funny thing, you saw Adam Silver last night talking about it on the broadcast, right? Rozier was already cleared of any wrongdoing by the league. You got to wonder if old Cash Patel is not late to the party, kind of like this FBI is right now. They just seem to be a little slow to the draw a little bit. They seem to react better than they read right now. So I kind of question that. I'm not saying there isn't anything wrong there, but the NBA did their own investigation. And now, granted, they had to put these guys on leave. There's no doubt about it. So, hey, and Thiago Splitter's 1-0. And Matt Berkey was on the Pat McAfee show. Remember, I mentioned those comments? And then he was on the Pat McAfee show yesterday talking about that. Level says, are the Dodgers in trouble? They're in trouble, all right. This one's going at least seven, I would think, right now with that Dodger bullpen already a mess. Next up, the Sabres are taking on the Maple Leafs here. Maple Leafs favored $1.55 in this one. And the total is 6.5 under 15, it looks like here for Buffalo here. Now, this one has been moved up, you guys, as far as the time is concerned. This one is now at 5:07 Eastern, 2:07 Pacific. Apparently something's going on in Toronto tonight, so we're going to have to move up the time for this game, and that's just fine. Of course, we gladly play this one a little earlier, make room for the World Series tonight. Sabres come in here 4-4. They're also 4-4 on the puck line. Leafs are 3-4, coming in 2-6 on the puck line so far this season. Maple Leafs maybe a workable price here, but I don't know. I kind of want to take the Sabres here in this one. They're 2-6 to the under so far, but allowing just 2.9 goals per game coming in. Colton Ellis expected to be in goal here for Buffalo. Caden Primo is in for Toronto. He's 1-0 with a 4.0 goals against average here. But for me, I'm going to take the Sabres actually in this game against Toronto. Today, I'm going to try to grab an upset here for my pick. I think the puck line was just way too high. I'm going to take Buffalo here plus $1.30 against Toronto today in this one and take a little bit of an upset shot. Okay, let's see here. We got Cash Canes on the Leafs there. Sports Money ready to go. And Sports Money, can't wait to be with you guys. I'll be joining you guys at about noon Eastern, 9 Pacific. So please hold down the fort with the show here coming up. I believe at the top of the hour. We're going to lead into it here right now with the great day over there with UFC 321 in Abu Dhabi. And don't forget, right? Yeah, Lovable, good point. Teams just met there a little bit. So that is something to consider in this game. And I think it's part of I think it is, in fact, my exact handicap here in this one as to why I'm going to take Buffalo here in this one today after the game there last night. 5-3 Buffalo won it at Buffalo. They turn around and come here today. I'm going to try Buffalo right back at you here a little bit and try them again today. I understand could be easy to take Toronto here, but I'm going to grab Buffalo. All right. And the Jays winning this series many times before the Leafs. All right. Lovable plays. Oh, there we go. There it is. UFC 321 coming up here. And look at that. It's going to be rocking there tonight in Toronto. Irish King, the Sports Money, the Sports Honeys. Hey, I might be who's your daddy? Cam Sinnett, he's ready to go. Nuke says without Marner, that's going to hurt right now, and they're trying to find their way. And Teresa O'Brien, nice to see Teresa here. Good morning. Got to keep it moving right now, you guys. Golden Knights are taking on the Panthers here tonight in Florida. Knights are $1.15. The total is 6 here with Akira Schmid, I believe, will be in goal here. For the Golden Knights, 4-0 record, 2.57 goals against, 90% save percentage for Bobrovsky, 4-3 record, 2.61 ERA, 89% save percentage here in this one for the Golden Knights. Uh, Coming into this one, they're 5-0-2, looking very strong here right now, and maybe even stronger than expected. They're 3-4 on the puck line, 5-2 to the over. The Panthers are 4-5. They're 1-8 on the puck line so far, but that's because they've been favored. Favored usually. Here they're actually the dog here slightly in this one, so probably could at least stay within a goal here of the Knights today. Actually going to take the Knights myself and have the Knights continue their winning ways. I'm going to take them to beat Florida here tonight. All right, and we'll keep it moving here, right? Get your comments still going here. We're just about 20 minutes away from the show, from the great show. All right. Hey, I'm the Vegas daddy here. Cash Cane's on Vegas Moneyline. Hey, happy Saturday to Sunny. Nice to see Sunny in here. Hopefully we get off to a great start. Like I said, my picks are out there on the winnable if you want those early fights. If not, I'll be on the show in a couple of hours. Here's Robert Dixon on Vegas. Kevin Nick says Raptors, Jays, and Marlies. The Marlies. He's taking the Marlies today as well. They playing today. We're underway in the AHL. And, oh, man, Irish King loves seeing Florida finally go down. They'll probably be back. I'm sure the Panthers will be back. They look good on the opening night, and they'll get their players back. All right, the Mammoth are on the road, taking on the Wild. Vemilka here in this one, and he's going up against Gus, I believe, here for Vemilka on the road in this one. Gustafson is confirmed. Vemilka 5-1 with a 2.49 goals against, 89.5% save percentage for Gustafson. He's 2-4 with a 303 goals against and a 90% save percentage. Minnesota's been outscored 27-21 through 8 games so far this season. Gustafson should be okay here. Was fine in his loss to the Devils, 31 saves on 34 shots in the 4-1 loss to New Jersey. But Utah looking good here so far. Is it a home ice advantage, or hey, maybe they're just good, period, right? They might be good to go on the road here, it feels like today. In this one against Minnesota, I'm taking the Utah Mammoth on the road here against Minnesota today. Let me try the Mammoth in this one. All right, we've got. Okay, not much from you guys on that one. We're moving along, singing a song, and here is the Blues taking on the Red Wings. Hey, I'm on a little rivalry here on Saturday night. Don't mind that. For the Blues here, they come in 3-3-1, 3-4 on the puck line, 4-3 to the over, averaging 2.9 goals per game so far, and allowing 3.9 goals per game. For the Red Wings, they're 5-3, 5-3 on the puck line, 3-5 to the under so far this season. For the Blues here, and Jordan Binnington coming into this one, and I believe I have Gibson listed here. Getting some of that early steam here if I can. Dayton in their matchup is getting steamed. Let's get just a tiny bit, if we can, of FCS steam in here. Dayton is the first game on the board. They were getting 12.5. It's down to 9.5 now, 8.5. Dayton totally getting steamed against undefeated Presbyterian. Just want to mention it that way. Dayton's 5-2 coming in. Presbyterian 7-0, I believe, and Dayton is getting steamed right now in that matchup against Presby there at noon Eastern and 9 Pacific. All right, let's keep talking here with our matchups today, including Binnington and Gibson. For Binnington here, 2-2-1 record, 2.75 goals against, 88.5% save percentage. For Gibby, 2-2 record, 3.3 goals against, and 87.5 save percentage here in this one between St. Louis and Detroit. For the Blues coming in here, like I said, it's a bit of a rival, certainly a familiar matchup for both these two teams coming in. Familiar enough rivalry there, it feels like as well. For St. Louis, they've actually gone over in 5 of the last 7 meetings against the two teams overall. You see the total there at 5.5. Over at -125. I'm going to go over in this one. I do see some 6 unders out there, but give me the over tonight here with St. Louis and Detroit. All right. Red Wings to smash. Larkin and Casper with goals. And Greg says, what about the underdog night in the NBA? Yeah, you know what? Maybe I was on a few too many favorites. It felt like Sonny's on St. Louis. Robert's on St. Louis here as well. And Sonny said, I think that Dayton game is to push the number down, and they're going to come back in on Presby. He's got a head fake. All right. And Lovable says, man, we're already 7 games into the college football season. Can you believe it? Blue Jackets on the road here, taking on the Penguins. Penguins favorite at home, $1.20. Total, 6.5. Seen this one kind of move, it feels like, to the Blue Jackets right now, but it's the Penguins that are hot this season, right? They're 6-2 so far, 7-1 on the puck line. Blue Jackets are 1-6 to the under so far, averaging just 2.9 goals per game, and Pittsburgh's allowing just 2.4 goals per game. Columbus comes in here with a 3-4 record, 4-3 on the puck line so far. And look, I'm expecting Elvis there against Tristan. I'm expecting Silovs actually in this game. Let me go back to my my goalies here. Yeah, I think it's going to be Silovs in this one. I know some of the other sites have Yari here in this one, but I'm going under in this one with Columbus and Pittsburgh. I'm expecting Silovs in there. I understand, having the backup in there, but that's the way I see this one. I've got the under for sure with the Blue Jackets and the Penguins here tonight. All right, next, let's see here. Greg's on the Penguins. And let's see here. Andrew Shilovs. All right. And under for Lovable. Next up, the Senators are taking on the Capitals. Washington here favored by $1.30, maybe. It looks like a move on Ottawa. Ottawa coming in here with a 3-4-1 record. And for Washington, they're 6-2 so far. Senators are 2-6 on the puck line, 5-3 to the over, allowing 4.3 goals per game. Meanwhile, the Capitals allowing just 1.8 goals per game. They're getting great goaltending, but when we just say, hey, this team plays good enough defense, it makes those goalies pretty good too, right? No matter which goalie you have in there, whether it be Thompson, whether you have Lindgren here, 1-1 record, 2.03 goals against, 93% save percentage, and looks like right now we have a goal here. I'm watching the Oviedo game, and there has been a goal here as we just get to the 90th minute. Stuani has his second goal of the game here, and the fans are going crazy right now with that goal. Man, 3-2 here late. For Urona hitting this goal here, second goal of the game there, and the fans are loving it. All right, for Linus Olmark, 3-1 record, 3.4 goals against, 86.5% save percentage coming into this one. So for me here with Ottawa and Washington, I got to look to the total, I think, with these two. Right now, this total says they're on the screen, 5.5 under at -115, but it's clearly shaded to the over now. In fact, I'm showing over -20 minimum, at minimum here. It feels like at this point with that move, clearly on the over here, and that's what I was going to do. So give me the over here in this one with Ottawa and Washington here tonight. All right, Washington puck line here for Lovable. Irish Kings got a bunch of action here. Pittsburgh money line, Crosby anytime goal, same game parlay. Washington money line, anytime goal. All right. And Sonny's on fire as always in the chat. And Greg Gibson likes it 4-2 in favor of the Senators. All right, let's keep it moving here right now. We're approaching the top of the hour in our live coverage of UFC 321 from Abu Dhabi. Canadians and Sam Montembeau going up here against the Canucks and Thatcher Demko. That's the way I have it listed in this one for the Canadians here. You got Montembeau. Coming in, Canadians so far so good, looking good so far is Montreal. I know some of the sites have Jacob Dobbs. We'll see who is in there, but I think it's gonna be Demko for sure. 3-2 record, 2.24 goals against, 92.5% save percentage coming into this one. You know, Montreal here when you're up against the Canucks here. Hey, hopefully this one ends before the baseball game starts. So we come on for. Montreal here, 6 of the last 7 games between these two teams have gone over. 6 of the last 9 games between the two teams here in Vancouver have gone over here in this one. But, man, I'm not so sure, actually, between these two. Let's see what you guys have to say in this one. I kind of want to take the under here right now. I think Montreal is playing well enough. You look at them coming in, they are 6-3, 3-6 on the puck line, allowing just 3.0 goals against so far. Canucks are averaging just 2.8 goals per game. They're 4-4, 4-4 on the puck line, 4-4 to the over so far this season. But I'm going to take the under in this one with Montreal and Vancouver. All right, just 3 more to go, and then we're going to hand it off to the guys and get going with our coverage here of UFC. Nuke, thank you. Enjoy. Have a great day. Raptors lost. Blue Jays won. Lovable like the under in that one. Raptors first half was money, says Irish King. Next up, the Kings are on the road, taking on the Predators here. Kings are minus $1.30, 5.5 over at minus 130. Kings come in here 3-3-2. Predators come in here 3-2. Kings are 5-3 on the puck line. Predators 3-5 on the puck line. Predators averaging just 2.4 goals against so far here this season. For the Kings, they'll have Darcy Kemper in goal in this one. Kemper comes in 2-2-1, 2.58 goals against, 89.5% save percentage. For Jussi Saros, 3-2-2, 2.53 goals against, and 91% save percentage coming in. And I like the Kings here to win on the road. Next up, Canes and Stars here. Stars $1.15. Total 6, maybe shaded to the over here in this one with the Stars at home. Ottinger 3-2-1, 3.14 goals against, 89.5% save percentage. For Freddie Anderson here, comes in 4-1, 2.72 goals against, and a 90% save percentage. Carolina's 6-1, one of the hottest teams in the league here so far, looking absolutely terrific. 4-3 on the puck line, averaging 4.1 goals per game. The Stars are 3-3-1, 2-5 on the puck line, 4-3 to the over here. I'm going to take Carolina to keep it going here right now on the road. Give me the Hurricanes over the Stars tonight on the road. All right, one more here real quick. It's going to be Edmonton on the road taking on Seattle. In this one, Seattle going to be oops, where's my graphic here? There we go. Seattle here, man, $1. I mean, I just have it backwards here, guys. That's all. I knew there was a problem. And there we go. Got the Oilers here, minus $1.80. The total is 6 here.
Final.
Oilers come in here 4-3-1, 2-6 on the puck line. They're averaging 3.0 goals per game. Kraken come in here with a 4-2 record. 6-2 on the puck line so far. Kraken doing a pretty nice job, but in this one with Edmonton on the road here right now at a big number like this, and Seattle playing pretty decent at home, I think to me that kind of lends itself to the I'm going to end up on the total here in this one. We'll see. Edmonton's going to need to score some goals. I got to take the over here with Edmonton and Seattle. Either way, Edmonton's either going to rally and come from behind, or they're going to have to get up and hold on. I got the over in this one between Edmonton and the Kraken. That's going to do it for the show. Thank you, everybody. We're going to do the drawing real quick, get on out of here, send it over to the guys for the UFC coverage. All right, Montreal and Vancouver and Toronto. Tariffs on sports, says Sonny. Why not? Kings came in when you mentioned. There we go. Greg says Dallas, Houston, Magic, Memphis is garbage. Did Oviedo just tie this game up in the 97th minute? This is a crazy game here in the Spanish League. All right, let's do the drawing and get on out of here for the show. And we're going to send it on over to Mikey and Jeff right now. And I'll be joining them here in about 2 hours from right now for most of that card. I'm going to miss a couple of fights here because you guys are talking college football. I want you to watch the guys all the way, but I will have my college football previews on another channel here shortly. Okay, here we go. Let's do the drawing, and the show will be over. Still got to have a winner, don't we? All right, here we go. We're going to make the drawing, and that's it. Thank you for joining me. Be back tomorrow with a regular show at, 9:15 by the time I get it rolling around. But 9 a.m. Eastern, 6 Pacific. Blake wins the package today. Blake, I'll just extend your current package if you're signed up. If not, use the promo code WINNER. Sign up for 1 month. Use the promo code WINNER, and you'll get 1 month free no matter what. And you'll be locked in and locked on with me here today and get those UFC plays. Thank you to Blake. It's going to do it here for the morning Steam show. Make sure you wait just a couple of minutes here. The guys will get settled in here and come in with the coverage of the UFC from Abu Dhabi with that card here in just a moment. For the Sports Money Network, I'm Ramon Scott. So long. We'll see you in a little while.
Then we make the 100-yard dash to the window. I don't know what you thought. It's Ramon Scott running so hot. Sports make money and we make money with sports money every single day. NFL, NHL, NCAA. Stay away from the juice, we might play a parlay. It's the morning steal. Ramon Scott, sports money. Wake your ass up and let's get to the